By now you have seen many videos about the XS Max, and here are my 2 cents after using it for 1 week. Now if this is your first time watching one of my reviews, I'm going to be breaking this up into 3 parts, starting off with what I like about the device, then what I don't like, and wrapping it up with my final verdict. At the top of my list of what I like about this phone, the camera. If you have used an iPhone in the past, you know that historically the camera is a highlighted feature and they've always done it justice. I am glad to report that their reputation is still in good standing. Coming from the iPhone X, which was already a top performer, they managed to step it up another notch. This year the talk is all about auto HDR and their improved low light performance with the pixel size on the sensor. I have also played with the improved portrait mode on this device, and there is a difference. The f-stop adjustment feature is actually pretty dope, and it is an improvement over my iPhone X. Now I know that Samsung has offered a similar feature, you could even say it's the same feature, for the past couple years, but Apple isn't in the business of being first. They're in the business of being better. They took the concept that Samsung offered and improved upon it, in my opinion. It's no surprise I prefer big phones. Being a content creator and playing back my tech and music videos is a normal occurrence for me, and I enjoy a big immersive display that does my videos justice. Also, I have large hands, and the Max naturally made its way into my pocket. This phone is Big Boy Edition certified, and has reportedly the best display ever made, according to the scientists over at DisplayMate. Interestingly enough, Apple invested heavily into LG when it came to producing OLED panels for their XS line, and it's paying off. Despite their hit or miss pass with the Pixel 2 XL and the LG V30, LG is actually stepping it up. Side note, typing on this larger display has been a much more enjoyable experience. Coming from the iPhone 7 Plus and then going to the 10, that was a trade-off in the past, and I'm happy to report that it's back. Second to last on my list of what I like is the battery life. Now my Note 9 is still the champ when it comes to all-day battery life, but the iPhone XS Max is a close second. I've been able to get 6 to 6.5 hours of screen on time, easily making it through a day of Clash of Clans, YouTube, and Instagram. Lastly, the overall footprint, the feel of this phone. I think this is the best screen to body ratio when it comes to plus size phones. It is slightly smaller than my Note 9 with rounded corners, making it a bit more ergonomic. Now on to what I dislike. 2 words: wasted utility. I feel like the phablet was created out of necessity when it comes to the Note line. Now with the S Pen, true multitasking features, and landscape operation, the Note line has true purpose for its size. The Plus, and now Max, almost feel like an afterthought, or a means of keeping up with the standard of having a big phone in your lineup. Apple has yet to truly utilize this large screen size, and until they do, they're always going to have a slight L when it comes to utility. The last thing on my list of things that I don't like is Face ID. Now this is a bit nitpicky, but I don't think that Face ID is fast enough to be a true Touch ID replacement yet. It has gotten better, but it needs to be faster. Also, give me Face ID in landscape. If my face is visible, the phone should be able to scan it in any orientation. Now for my final verdict. This is my favorite iPhone to date, and it competes with every other phone in its category. I'm not gonna say who this phone is for. If you're watching these videos, you can determine that for yourself. It's easy to get drowned in the opinions of others, so don't listen to the Apple sheep or the Android fanboys. Make your own decision. Hopefully this video gives you some good takeaways, both good and bad, and helps you make a decision in some way. If you made it this far, give me a thumbs up for not being typical and complaining about the lack of a headphone jack. It's dead, and so is the home button. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay fresh. Peace.